So at this point, a lot of founders would go and spend months building a product before figuring out whether people wanted it or not. It's kind of what you did with Polymill, but you took a very different approach with Paragon. Like you went out and you decided we're going to validate this idea before we go and build the product, right?
Yeah, so I think with Polymail, I ended up making the classic first-time founder mistake, which is over-indexing on products and under-indexing on the distribution or the go-to-market. So, we spent months building a product. We had this vision of, we can make email so much better. Here are all the features that email should have to make, and this is going to solve email, right? And ultimately, I think we built a good product as a result of that. We had tens of thousands of active users and paying customers even. But ultimately, it ended up being sort of this consumer app where people were paying $5 or $10 a month, and it was what I would describe as a nice to have in a lot of ways, right? We weren't solving a very concrete problem that the market had, and as a result of that, as we tried to grow the business, we tried to go up market, sell B2B, sell enterprise, and I think we were taking a product that we had built. A product that we had built against no clear pain points in the market, and tried to find problems in the market that we could slot it into. So, ultimately, I think we weren't successful in taking that approach. But I don't think that's an uncommon problem from what I've seen talking to a lot of other early stage founders who spend 6 months or 12 months, with this grand vision of here's exactly what my product should be. It's going to be perfect. We just need to spend 12 months building it. And they end up getting to market and then realize that what customers want is actually something completely different. Certainly informed our approach the second time around with Paragon. And as we built the products in the first few months of the company, we really started by talking to customers. And we, started with maybe 100 interviews with, customers or who we thought were potential customers, showing them mock-ups, doing, a fake demo or a real demo, whatever it might be, to validate that, this is actually something that customers would want to buy. And I think about that as, taking a distribution first approach to product market fit. Through that process, we actually went through several iterations. The first idea that we had that we were building for was actually completely different, or different in many ways from where we are now. But we learned so much in that process, talking to users and trying to sell the product in its current form about what the market wanted, what the market didn't want, and ultimately what they were willing to pay for. And so I think through that process, we probably, continued that for the better part of the first year at Paragon. Until we ended up landing on where we're at today, the product that you see Paragon as today. But I think that's ultimately, the process that has led us to, where we are. And I think that's, been one of the biggest reasons for the success that we've seen here at Paragon.